Sometimes your mind is extremely resilient in terms of you're learning, you're growing, you are achieving your potential. But it's your body that starts to speak. It's your body that starts to do something totally different. What is wrong with me? Why am I like this? Because it's the nervous system that neuroceptively senses and collects the vicarious trauma in our environment. Even when your mind is still very strong, your mind still feels like, I think I love my job. I think, I'm privileged to be in this situation. But over time, the nervous system gets more nervous. That is why it's given that name, by the way. What a name, the nervous system. So it gets more nervous concerning the situations, thinking Wale must be in danger, even though Wale is helping other people and is feeling fulfilled. It is something called eventually allostatic load. Allostasis is the wear and tear of the nervous system, when eventually, gradually, it assimilates the traumas in our environment. Now, many of us, we've already got our own trauma ourselves. So your trauma, you've gone through a whole bunch of stuff already. So that weakens your capacity to be able to resist VT. The more trauma you've got yourself, the less the capacity to be able to regulate. And we're going to be looking at a few things that will help us be able to have a bigger picture of this. Some things you're thinking, you've been blaming as if you are the one who's defective, who's not good enough. You realize that it could actually be burnout, or it could be VT, because they all work together. So if you feel tired, numb, impatient, overwhelmed, or emotionally drained, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been carrying weight that people will never see. The thing is, when you work with trauma, whether you are a therapist, you are an emergency service person, or you're in education or care, or in youth justice system, or in the entire justice system, or a whole bunch of other professions out there where you're exposed to the traumas of other people. So trauma, as I've mentioned, doesn't just affect that person who went through it. It affects the person who listens. And what many people call burnout is often something deeper, a nervous system that has been on duty for too long and is confused the trauma of the person you help for your own trauma because of your empathic synchronicity. So a brain that has been observing stories and stories and stories of other people eventually starts to hold the stress of those people that you've been listening to the story in your own nervous system, as if danger is now yours or is still happening to you. Does that mean we should not care anymore? Of course not. It means that we need to increase our psychoeducation in this area, and there are a few things we could do to self-protect while we're still giving our care. You don't need to stop caring. You need to know how to regulate the nervous system. You need to recover smarter. And that's what we're going to be looking at today.